Rundown, Tuesday, July 16th, brought to you by Stella Blue Coffee. At Stella Blue Coffee, we believe good coffee is one of life's non-negotiables. It's time to stop drinking those boring, tasteless beans and turn to Stella Blue. Remember, your mornings are sacred. It's time to start treating them that way. Not only are Stella Blue Coffee's premium beans sourced from the most coffee-rich geographies on Earth, but they're also Big Cat tasted and approved. Stella Blue Coffee's delicious roasts are available in cold brew, K-Cups, ground, and whole bean formats to seamlessly fit into your morning coffee routine. And every bag sold helps save dogs. Enjoy the best deals of the year on Stella Blue Coffee right now during Amazon Prime Day by using the QR code on the screen. It's 20% off all Stella Blue Coffee products today and tomorrow, only on Amazon. Scan that QR code, save some dogs, drink some coffee, everybody wins. First topic, we are hosting the rundown on there's 2 days a year that doesn't have professional sports, and today's one of them.
Whoa. There are WNBA games still.
You know what? I apologize, you're right. I apologize. Thank you. The Home Run Derby was last night. Once again, they changed the format. Everybody complained about it online. But the real star of the show last night was Ingrid Andress, who sang the national anthem. It was terrible. It was comparable to Fergie doing it before the NBA All-Star game that got memed forever. I mean, she was just awful. And then just before we started filming the rundown, she released a statement, and I'm a huge fan of hers now. I'm not going to bullshit, y'all. I was drunk last night. I'm checking myself into a facility today to get the help I need. That was not me last night. I apologize to MLB, all the fans, and this country I love so much for that rendition. I'll let y'all know how rehab is. I hear it's going to be super fun.
Honestly, as good of a response as you could have had.
Yeah.
I was ready to come on here and be like, we need to boot her out of this country. Like, you can't have that bad of a national anthem, but...
You called her a communist.
I did call her a communist.
Yes.
Called her an anti-American communist who was set up to do a bad national anthem. But if she's like, yeah, I was drunk, I need help, you can't. That's like whoever her PR person is.
Oh, no, it's brilliant because everyone loves a comeback story. She automatically gets...
Does it next year?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Get something.
She
to the
should.
equivalent.
Smart. Yeah, we didn't know her name before last night, and then we automatically all said, well, the only thing I'll ever think of when I hear that name is that terrible national anthem, and now she's our hero. It's like everybody who, before you get on the big stage, take a couple drinks, mellow out, took it a little too far. It happens. I don't know, the first 5 years I worked here, I didn't do anything on camera without, drinking first and smoking 2 cigarettes. And so I stand with her.
Fair. What was the spelling bee? You took a shot back?
Not a daiquiri. Bailey.
This, not a daiquiri.
Not a daiquiri. Not a daiquiri.
This is not a daiquiri.
Not a daiquiri. Yeah. I think she could have stopped at I was drunk. I don't think she needed to go the full I'm going to rehab angle.
No,
but if she is actually troubled, then great that she's going to rehab. If it's like her manager was like tossing the rehab thing.
I don't know. The last sentence kind of makes it. She could have stopped. I apologize to the MLB and all the fans in this country. I love so much for that rendition. But she decided to say, "I'll let you all know how rehab is."
I kind of like
super
that.
fun.
Yeah.
Putting a y'all in a statement that you're going to rehab in place.
Yeah, she rocks.
There's also a lot of people that if she was just like I was drunk, they would have been like that's even worse. Like we're like, oh, that's cool, that's relatable. But like a lot of people would have been like, well, that's even worse.
It's rock and roll, baby.
It's rock and roll. But now that she's like, oh, I was drunk and I'm going for help, I think it's the perfect. I mean, I believe she's really.
And also anybody watching that or there last night, it was 20 hours long. You had to throw some back responsibly. To make sure you got through it, because that product, it's on the level of the dunk contest.
So she's going to rehab, so she'll be out in 5 to 7 days, and then she'll be able to do her next gig. She probably won't miss anything. The All-Star game is tonight at Globe Field. Paul Skeens starting for the NL, first rookie to start the All-Star game since Hideo Nomo in '95, and Smitty, 3 of your scumbag Phillies in the All-Star game. Do you put any merit into that? I mean, I guess you do because you don't win World Series, so you just count All-Star games?
No. I'm not.
I mean, you're wearing a Phillies shirt on All-Star.
I am. I'm supporting my guy, Alex Phillip.
So you do care. Okay.
I care in the fact that good teams should be recognized, and the Phillies have the most All-Stars tied all time with 8 and the most pitchers and 5.
A lot.
Yeah, including 3 starters. So if you would like to correlate stuff like, oh, the Phillies are plus 500 right now on the DraftKings Sportsbook with 8 All-Stars and 5 pitchers, a record, maybe those odds won't be getting any better or juicier.
Will you guarantee a World Series
I
right
will
now?
not, but Dave Portnoy, the best big game hunting gambler in the world at the moment, placed, what was it, 200,000, 250,000 on the Phillies to win the World Series at plus 600, and he does foresee great things as the odds are plus 500 now and only going down. So it only means good things. You just need everybody to get out of tonight healthy. That's all I ask.
Do you wait, back to Home Run Derby quick. Do you think they should go back to the 10 outs?
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
Frankie tweeted it right. It's
Let's not pretend like Frankie's the only person in the world.
No. It is a pretty ubiquitous thought. But number one, it brings more drama because the best part of the Home Run Derby last night was the final 3 outs by far. And people just want to see dingers. People want to see McGuire launch from over the Green Monster and Griffey hit the Camden Yards fucking warehouse in right field. Nobody wants to see how many.
Yeah.
Alec Boehm can slap over the left field fence.
It's gone from like every home run being its own thing to just like how many can they slap out.
Exactly.
I think the solution is, because then people are like, well, go back to 10 outs, you're going to get a bunch of guys taking pitches again. Just do like 27 pitches.
Okay.
25 pitches. And you could take them if you want.
I think the pitch thing got a little over-exaggerated. Yeah, people were sitting there waiting for the best, but 10 outs is still more exciting. 10 outs with 30 pitches is still
Also,
more
that's
exciting
part of the
than
strategy.
30
Get a good
pitches.
pitcher.
Yeah.
You know.
I think it's a fun storyline when the pitcher sucks.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So yeah, All-Star game tonight.
I want to see Judge versus Skeens. Hopefully someone gets on so we could see Judge versus Paul Skeens.
Oh, yeah,
Judge is sitting 4th.
You have a couple All-Star.
I'd say you go 1, 2, 3 and keep them in for Judge. If you want to put asses in the seats, you keep them
Tommy,
in for
maybe
one more
we should
batter.
tell that story. Smitty, I was in a group chat with 2 Yankees fans here. Hubs and Tommy, rooting on the Yankees with them, dying and living on every pitch, and they rejected me. They said you're not allowed to root for the Yankees.
Yeah, you're
the Yankees.
We just never respond.
You're an Orioles fan.
Orioles, Nationals, Yankees fan now. But they rejected me, and since they rejected me, the Yankees are the worst team in baseball.
I mean, we just don't respond. I think it's funnier when we don't respond.
You could end this curse at
I can't
any
believe
time.
I get to root for Soto again. Volpe, OMG Soto. Let's win 2 today, boys. Can't ask for much more from Clark Schmidt. Boone setting the tone. Where are the bats? Let's get some runs.
Yeah.
Boom. That's how you get out of a jam. They do always make me laugh. Schmidt on the bump. Sneaky Cy Young dark.
All right, so what do you appreciate more, that or my random Yankees text?
Nate's. Yours don't
No, but no, Smitty,
Might don't even make any sense.
Charlie Hayes.
they rejected me.
For the
He's done it,
Yankees,
like,
was he
3
not?
times. He was. Caught the final out.
So are
Thank you.
you going to end the curse and
How would we end the curse?
you probably bring me to a Yankees game?
We'll start. How about we start using the group chat?
Okay.
Well, I'll start responding.
You could end the curse at any time. You do know this is your fault.
I'll send a text
Worst
before the
team
game
in baseball since
Friday.
you rejected me.
I'll before the game Friday. I'll set a good luck.
Okay. Okay. Pat Bev has signed a new contract, not in the NBA. I wish we.
Well, technically, Pat Bev and Roan.
Yeah, I wish we could get Roan on the horn, but I think he's getting his passport updated because he's going to be living in Tel Aviv next year, I suppose. Pat Bev tweeted, breaking, Pat Bev is headed to Europe. Close. They gave me everything I asked for. I couldn't refuse. He plans to sign with, I don't know, Hapoel, Tel Aviv. They're a basketball club who plays in the Israeli Premier League. So, yeah, we already saw very little of Roan during the regular season. He was flying, LA to Milwaukee to Atlanta. Everywhere Pat went, Roan would go to tape the podcast. I don't know what happens now.
Yeah, I imagine. 2-hour flight to Milwaukee every week, a little different than a 12-hour flight to Israel or whatever.
I would say Milwaukee and Israel aren't the same.
So,
I
don't think we'll see Roan there, but Mike Wallace and Tyler Miller, they're the producers. They may actually move to Tel Aviv. Look, it is a way to get storylines if Pat Bev felt like he wasn't going to play a lot of minutes with, fucking Pistons or something. Like, he's going to be the star of the Israeli Premier League.
He could have signed a vet min, I guess, in a few places. or take a lucrative deal in Europe or Israel. And I guess he went with the latter. Money's sick. You can never hate on someone for taking a bag. I don't know where this leaves Roan. I mean, Zoom obviously works great. Time zones are a bitch.
Should I call
I
Sure.
Yeah.
Give Roan a call.
It would be nice to see Pat Bev boots on the ground worldwide.
Yeah, I think it's cool. Rony Boy the Prince, the bar mitzvah's going to go crazy.
Yeah.
But.
I mean, he also could always, sign mid-season.
Yeah, of course. That does happen often as
Yeah,
well.
so-
You just sign with a contender after the All-Star
Right.
break.
Congratulations, Pat.
Yeah.
Always nice to sign a new contract.
It stinks to not have him around as much. He would always pop in on.
Yeah, it would have been nice if he signed with the Knicks.
Yeah, Knicks.
Or
Nets,
go back to the Sixers.
Yeah.
That'd be
Sixers,
cool.
anywhere in this area.
Really anywhere in the continental states of United
Yeah.
of America.
So Pat Bev signed with Israel. Double Vodka Don signed again with Barstool.
Yeah, congrats to the
Kelly
DNC.
Keegs as well.
Kelly
Kelly
Keegs.
Keegs.
Which contract do you think was more?
Ooh.
Well, Pat Bev or the other two combined.
I'm going to go
Times 20.
Pat Bev.
Yeah, maybe.
The biggest news, I guess, of the last decade for college football fans is College Football 25 dropped yesterday, the video game. I know John Rich went to Best Buy and bought a system.
GameStop.
GameStop.
PS5.
Oh, GME, shout out. It seemed I saw Brandon was tweeting a lot about it. Nicky Smokes has not slept. He's just dumping sack and playing NCAA basketball. It seems like this game has taken over my Twitter feed. Smitty, your Barstool Game Time. Do you have a review for us, video game guy?
No.
No, nothing?
No, this isn't 2020 anymore.
John Rich, do you have a review for us?
Yeah, it's good. I played one game. It was hard. Bowling Green got their
Is
ass
it true
kicked
that
by
you can't
Kennesaw
stop the
State.
run? It's impossible to stop the run.
Brandon Walker was saying.
No, I had a worse time stopping the pass than the run,
Okay.
personally.
Yeah.
But
I think I might. I've only Madden is the only video game I've probably played in 13 years. But I'm thinking about. I mean, I'd have to buy an Xbox for it. But I do love to me. I mean, because even when I used to play Madden, I'd make storylines in my head. I like that you get to play these storylines of the players, DMing the players. You get. I think your girlfriend breaks up.
The
with you or something.
screenshots of the
that?
DMs are I can't tell which ones are real or fake because they're like, should I get your ex-girlfriend's phone number? Yes or no? I don't truly understand the dynamics of the recruiting process in this game, but
It is fun because this is the first game in a long time that I think is combining kind of old school gamers who grew up with this stuff and new gamers.
I saw one guy screenshotted that he got a 5-star recruit, but he had to also bring in his 2-star brother with him.
And it's realistic.
That happens.
And I don't know if it's real or not. I just saw it on my timeline, kept going, but it seems like there's a lot of random cool stuff like that involved in the game. I saw a kicker kicking on the road. Looks impossible. Your whole screen's just shaking and going nuts.
yeah, kicking's a little hard to get used to.
It was going the meter's going
Usually
a million
kicking's way
miles.
too easy, I think. in
Usually,
those games.
it's just zoop,
yeah,
zoop.
but I think it's a good.
Yeah. Plus, college kickers are bad in general, so it makes that realistic. People seem to love the game. I played it freshman year of college. That was Tommy. You were probably in diapers. 2006.
It's 10.
You were 10.
Yeah.
So you were still in diapers.
Yeah.
And Smitty, you were
Still in diapers.
So diverse.
still in diapers. Yeah.
Kind of.
So
No, we had a league in college and it was great
Yeah.
until somebody got a little piss poor and just deleted the entire season. Everybody.
That seems like a college thing to
It's the
do.
worst.
So yeah, I'm not gonna buy it. I don't have a video game system, but it seems like it would be fun to play. We have the gaming room still, so maybe I'll hop in there, play with Travi. Bronny James Summer League, actually one of my favorite stories right now because he's taken 55th overall. Everybody knows it's only because of LeBron, but also the 55th overall pick doesn't really ever pan out anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Brownie's trash.
That Jokic really just.
He wasn't 55th. He's 7 for 31 from the field, but in a very impressive 0 for 15 from 3. There's the clip of, is it Jaylen Brown?
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown having a chit-chat on the court yesterday saying Bronny can't play in the league. And then Jaylen also, quote tweeted it this morning, hope he works hard and is determined and goes get him, Tiger. It was a big backtrack.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like this
He
was like a
wasn't hot,
private
like,
combo.
yeah.
Yeah, like
He's talking on camera in the front row to Angel Reese, saying Bronny can't play in
He's
this.
shooting the shit.
yeah.
You're not gonna hold him for telling the truth when he knows he's not mic'd up.
I was on Bronny's side. I was like, look, I kind of feel bad for this kid. It's not his fault. Like, it's not his fault that he got drafted and like has been put in this position. He was like a top-ish high school.
He was a
recruit.
4-star.
Yeah, he had a cardiac arrest. Like, he's got time to bounce back. He's making it a little tough. 0 of 15 from 3 to start. I think at this point, just got to be like, you get him into a game with LeBron on like day one, have him fucking, I don't know, do an alley-oop to each other or some shit, and then he probably never plays the rest of the year.
We gotta find the clip.
Or goes
now.
to the G League.
We gotta find the clip now from Verdansk 5 years ago. Bronny's squad rolled up on me and White Sox Dave. Didn't work out so hot.
What?
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
win a Call of Duty competition.
Oh yeah. So then, Bronny's quote, "I feel like I'm just in a little slump right now," cracked me up. Like, yeah, you're 0 for 15 from 3, dude. I think you're in a little slump. But then he won a Call of Duty tournament at Summer League.
10K.
10K.
10K is 10K, baby.
Yeah. Championship belt. So Bronny will make the Lakers. He will play, this season in LA because LeBron's there. I think it's fine. Like, I'm with you. Like, whatever. It's 12th guy off the bench. Bronny or someone else, which it really matter.
Yeah, I mean, if it gets to a point where he's playing like 20 minutes a night for the Lakers, then that's probably an issue. But if he's just going to get in for like blowouts, like he's going to be basically a manager on like a college team. Like,
And
student manager.
coming out of high school, like people said, like he is a NBA prospect. He just needs time
Right.
to develop and put on weight, get better at shooting, etc. It's just LeBron wants to play with his kid, and I do think LeBron. There's a few people who have played who get to do that. LeBron's one of them.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not like this is like me getting drafted. Like this is like a legit basketball player.
correct. It's not Tommy Smokes. It's LeBron
Yeah,
James'
like, it's not like,
son.
I'm saying it's not like he like.
Can we make a
never
note of that,
played
John Rich? It's
basketball.
not Tommy
Yeah,
Smokes.
can we get a confirmation, a fact check?
Here's a story. Skip Bayless is leaving FS1. New York Post, very credible, reported that Skip Bayless is leaving undisputed on FS1 this summer. He's been there for 8 years. He does the show with Shannon Sharp. They yell nonsense at each other.
Not anymore. Used to do the show.
Or, sorry, he used to, not anymore. They hated each other. And then Skip's like the king of Twitter. He'll always find the angle that you didn't even think could exist.
You know what's very funny is, to tie back to the last topic, he's very pro Bronny.
Yes.
Like, he was the biggest LeBron hater of all time. He's like so pro Bronny James.
Yes. Yeah, no, he's the king. Like,
Exhausting.
if he's not on FS1, like I'm sure he makes enough money only from the blue check mark on Twitter with his takes that he'll be just fine.
So who won? It looks like Stephen A. Smith won then, huh?
Yeah, I mean, yes.
I don't even think it's close.
It's not close. Stephen A. Smith. Bronny won the Summer League Call of Duty tournament. What does that tell you about him?
And even this next one, just shot a corner open 3, shot it with conviction, hit nothing but net, barely touched bottom of net. Now 0 for 14, didn't score, pulling for him, sweating for him. He will snap out of this slump.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Skip.
Wait, it says Bronny may have a bigger clutch gene than LeBron. I mean, that's incredible.
Like, I don't know how he comes up with this stuff.
Yeah.
He's so good.
No, it's not good.
Still believe
It's
Bronny's
pointless.
made up of the right
he's
stuff.
like,
You don't see through it
good.
though, like.
Of course we do, but it's so funny.
But it's not though. It's
to
not.
say Bronny has a better clutch gene than LeBron is objectively hilarious.
But it's so the absurdity level.
Yes, but you could never think to type that out and hit send. Only he can. Nobody else is that brilliant.
It's not,
And to
it's
do it
not
with such
brilliant.
conviction.
It is what he is, and it's what he has been for the past 20 years, and people that's not fatiguing to you.
No.
That became tiresome to me about 10 years ago.
But like, how do you get actually angry about Skip Bayless?
I don't, but that's
Like,
why.
not you, but like people like who like actually let Skip Bayless affect their mood. It's like, change the channel. I don't know. Like, I think he's just a fun. I would just love to see him and Stephen A. reunite somehow.
They will.
I think they have
if
to
Mike and
now.
Mad Dog
I was
did,
gonna
they
say,
will
Because
too.
they didn't really leave on bad terms.
Probably not. It's just
Him and Shannon Sharp.
Stephen A. is ESPN.
Stephen A. runs ESPN.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no objectivity in ESPN anymore. Just Stephen A.
Stephen A. and
Well,
McAfee.
Scott Van Pelt.
SVP,
tells
yeah,
how it is.
on at midnight though.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, if all he has to do is
Put him back.
he has to start screaming at the TV, and he'll just,
It's pretty fucked up what SVP does to the Mets, though.
makes them lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. Let's see. Aftershow. It says Nate Smitty World Series of Poker. We can talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, it's your first public appearance back.
Well, he was on Wake Up Mincy today.
Sorry.
I did
Jesus,
45
Tommy.
minutes on Wake Up Mincy this morning.
45 minutes.
It might have been 2.5 hours. It went on.
So I saw you're now you've now on the charts for all-time earnings.
Well, there's a website that just tracks earnings, but that was more of a joke, and I love that people because Dave said I was parading around after I finished 717th, so I paraded being 46,000 I don't know that word on the all-time money list, and people were like, "Oh, I thought you're not throwing a parade." I'm like, "Yeah, it's 46,000, dude. Like, no." It's
Well,
not a
you
parade."
turned down $100 million.
Oh yeah, I turned when Jalen Brunson turned down the $100 million from the Knicks. All I did was tweet, "I'd turned down $100 million from Barstool Sports." People took that as gospel.
You're $100 million from Poker Go to stay in
Yeah,
Barstool.
like I was like, how do these people like breathe? I just don't understand how people think I turned down $100 million.
Do you think Nate's officially a better player than you now?
Than me?
Yeah.
It depends on what we're playing. I think
Poker.
Nate's yeah, obviously poker. It depends. Depends the stakes. Depends the game. Depends.
It was a great
What do you mean it
experience.
depends? Cash. Like, Nate. I think Nate and Mincy are on kind of virtually the same level compared to pros, and then compared to like Dave.
Right.
Like
exactly.
any one of us could beat anybody else at any time. We're above Dave, but we're below all the wizards at the World Series of Poker.
What would be your scouting report on each other, strengths and weaknesses?
Like if we played each other heads up, like deep stack, like if me, him, and Dave played each other, I would go in thinking he's an aggressor. He fires and tries to go into your stand.
Smitty's more patient than I am. I'm more aggressive. I think aggressive players generally make more money in poker. But no, it's not a knock to him. He's naturally more patient. I'm naturally more aggressive. It's like just a natural feel.
Like, well, that'd be better for big tournaments, and he's probably better for like cash games.
It's situational.
It's hard to say, but no. Just to put a bow on it. It was awesome to cash. You know, obviously, I've always wanted to do exactly that. I did it, so it's like cool to be able to say that I've cashed the main event. I'm not, thrilled with 717. I kind of would like to make more money and go deeper and all that stuff. I don't think I played great.
You're never gonna sit out another year, right?
No, that was stupid to do. Or almost did. It went really well. Like the whole storyline of Ben Mintz wanting to go to the Sphere, so busting the main event, and then Big Cat having to like call me up and be like, "Can you go play?" It all just worked so perfectly. It's hard to think that you could like write something better than how it worked out. Besides me going further, I guess. But yeah, it was cool. Waiting for Dave to set up the heads up. 10 years in the making. It's good. I also have like more money now to play him with. So 20K each heads up whenever Dave decides he wants to play me. I've said
What would you put your winning chances at?
I should destroy him. Like my skill level to his, I compared
But don't you think there's a chance he just gets like pocket aces?
That's the thing. That can always happen. Is he can get aces versus my kings and just like win, or he can get kings versus my aces and flop a king and win. If he wins, it won't be skill based. It'll be pure luck like that. My skill level to him, I compared it to like you can sit at a chessboard and play versus someone who knows how to play chess. Dave calls them horses and castles. Like that's about his skill level.
Like a way worse chess player will never beat a better chess player. Poker is like a little out of your control. Where that
Dave has an 8% chance of winning.
No, I think he is. Depending on what the game is.
What do you mean? What the game is?
Like if you guys are just playing one sit and go that is 10 big blinds deep, he absolutely has I would say it's 50-50.
I assume we will have a normal structure and it'll be a deeper stack.
Okay, well the deeper the game is, the more advantages to you. But I mean, Dave still has an ample amount of opportunity and chance based on variance alone. I'd say it's 55-45. Like that's how close it is.
I would say minimum 70-30 me.
You just that goes up from 8.
Yeah, I mean
22.
Okay, in one game it's like 70-30 me. Over the span of like a lifetime of playing him, I should win 92% of.
Yeah, over a lifetime, but Dave's not going to sit there and play 10,000 hands.
Okay, sure.
That's just what it. I mean, that's what it is. That's what variance is.
So I don't know if we'll ever play.
And it is funny because Dave he played a lot. He said on the Barstool documentary he used to play like party poker for like getting like $10 of like lunch money or whatever. Dave playing party poker in 2002, whether he was successful or not, that is that's like playing Pong compared to playing NCAA 2014. Any one of us can go back to 2002 party poker right now with the knowledge that we have and be a millionaire.
Billionaire, yeah.
Yeah, billionaire.
It's just a different. It's a completely
different game.
Is it like better strategies evolved?
Yeah.
Better strategies. There's GTO, which means that basically AI has invented the perfect way to play, and people can study that. And you have wizards who are like on like your level of intelligent a little bit, and just go in and just memorize every.
Is that an autism thing?
No, it wasn't. It's intelligence.
Because you
just
didn't
memorize
accuse yourself in that for an
I'm not on that level. Just trillions and trillions of scenarios to automatically play
Just
perfectly.
play the like a blackjack, basically.
Pretty much.
And Dave got lost at sea.
All right, Captain Dave checking in. Nantucket due east, 30 miles out to sea, Boston. You boys almost lost Captain Dave today. Captain Dave almost was lost to the ocean.
Unfortunately, he was saved. I don't have much on that.
Come on, you're happy. He was saved.
No, it's good that he's saved. The Gilligan's Island meme, pretty funny.
Yeah, it's scary that like he's just like driving a boat himself. I feel like he said he's never going to do that. I would be petrified. I mean, I don't even drive on a highway, but yeah, like a boat at sea. I feel like
Do not want to.
we got to get him. We got to get him a crew.
I thought Austin would be like a lifeguard for him.
Yeah, Austin's like right now. Austin is in boating school.
It would not shock me
Yeah.
at all. Do you need a license to do a boat?
Oh yeah,
You do?
yeah. You need a boating license.
I have no idea.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if it varies state to state.
Imagine if we lost
I think
Mr. Portnoy.
if you own the largest piece of property in Massachusetts history, you could probably own your own boat and take it out.
Yeah.
They'll probably look the other way.
And what? Oh, I was going to say there's an update to Nikki Smokes' cavity tweet from last week. It is a top 5 tweet, I think, when Nikki Smokes goes, went to the dentist, have 9 cavities and need 4 wisdom teeth pulled. I'll never go back to the dentist, as if he's blaming the dentist for the reason he has 9 cavities. Update, he went to another dentist, got a second opinion, only 3 cavities.
You got to go to the dentist once a year. I know twice a year is what they say. That feels like a little much. Once a year, once every 9 months.
I like going. Like, I like when they.
Oh, are you crazy?
I like when they get like the shit out. I don't know.
I like after, but
it's like a relieving.
in it is torture.
Yeah, it's like a relieving feeling.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
I have the most active saliva glands in history. I'm like hitting the dentist.
Oh, I thought you.
It's not good.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's the Nikki Smokes update. John Rich, did we miss anything?
Dante's here. Dante, you got any takes?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Whatever you want.
All right. Well, the Dante minute. Come on. Can we?
Dante, what's the biggest problem we're facing as humanity right now?
All right. We got to time it.
What's the biggest problem? What?
Humanity is facing right now. One problem
All right.
humanity
Wait.
is facing right now.
Dante, we don't want to get canceled, so you got 1 minute to get camera.
Well, this isn't live either. so
Get all your
Rhymes
takes.
fire away.
Oh,
5,
Biden.
4,
Dude, I
3,
can't- I'm
2,
not-
1. Takes. Go.
I have no idea what we're talking about. The home run derby sucked last night.
We don't.
Okay. Let's talk inside jobs.
All right, let's talk.
You got 50 seconds. Go.
What do you want me to say?
What's the one problem that humanity has right now that needs to be fixed?
You guys are hitting me with like too many angles. Are we talking about the
How was he
assassination
how did he get on
attempt?
that roof?
How did he get on that roof?
Dude, that's what I'm wondering.
You couldn't even climb onto the United Center.
Listen to me.
Vinci didn't go to the sofa.
I had a long conversation with Billy this morning about this.
Oh, good.
You've been on corrugated steel before, or aluminum, whatever it is, corrugated roof. You know what that is, right?
I've been on
You know, like you drive by like a chicken coop.
Okay.
What's on that roof?
Yeah, of course.
You know how flimsy that is.
Flimsy as hell, yeah.
How loud it is.
Yep. Boom, boom, boom.
If a pebble is rolling around up there, you're hearing it.
Yep.
Never mind, the Secret Service was stationed in there.
Weird.
That was their setup
And
room.
they waited.
Somebody's up there crawling around, climbing up the wall, banging a ladder against it. No one hears it.
They
no
also
one thinks
saw
of
him with a
anything.
rangefinder 30 minutes early.
Dude, it's wild. It makes no sense. The thing that the silver lining I'm taking from this thing is people like you guys who used to sit there and call people like me wackos and
We never.
conspiracy theorists. Now you guys are awake and now you're starting to ask questions.
Oh,
that I've been asking. I've been asking for
But,
years.
whoa, before we wrap it up, how do you feel about the power grid? We losing that
About the what?
power grid?
Oh, dude, what? You're in New York. I mean, it's always like on a flimsy
Do you think
thread.
China's gonna hack
going
one of
out. Oh no, it won't. It'll be.
I do. No, I don't think China's going to hack it. I think that in October, if Trump's still leading massively in the polls, we might have a little power grid incident.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Where is your go bag right now? Is it in New York or is it?
I have one in my trunk of my car.
Okay.
One in my apartment.
Good to know.
And I used to have a house, and I used to have a really nice setup there, but
How many guns?
So you don't have one in New York right now?
they're not gun. There's not gun. I don't have guns in my
Well,
go
he's
bag.
not allowed to have any in Manhattan.
Oh, I have lots of guns.
No, you're not. You're not allowed to have any in Manhattan.
All right.
No,
fine.
not here.
Yes.
That's the rundown. Thanks for joining us.
Plaxico Burst or something.
Follow John Rich at John Rich TV.